Welcome to Switch It Up. Intro. We're doing an intro. We are somewhere unique and we are somewhere different. On the way to the Tampa RV Show to start out the year, we made a quick stopover.
We did. So right outside of Kansas City is a town called Concordia, and inside of Concordia is Spacecraft manufacturing plant.
And if you haven't seen our other videos on Spacecraft, you should check it out. One of them I think we have listed at $13,000 a foot, which was our first introduction to Spacecraft, where they let us come out when we first got started. We were completely blown away. This is our route to Tampa, and since we were going, Sheila calls Greg and says, "Hey, what are you bringing to the Tampa RV Show?"
And they are working on their Tampa, they call it their show trailer, so they're working on their Tampa show trailer, so we get to go give you guys a sneak peek before the Tampa show gets even started.
It's not even done. They have like another 10 days to get things ready. So you're watching this video, and when we're at the show, this video will probably launch right before the show. Right before the show. So you'll see it a little bit before the show, and it's going to be completely amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing it. He's told us some things on the phone. I have no idea what to expect. So we're going to roll the intro, jump in, and check it out. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
There's a plan. I'm pretty excited. I mean, who knows what they've cooked up. This is somebody's individual RV that they have created themselves, so that's the fun part.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
All right, here we are. We made it inside. This is going to be a sneak peek prior to the Tampa show. Spacecraft's going to be there, and they're going to show this off, and it's going to be crazy.
It's not completely finished, but it will be in time for the Tampa show, so you guys need to come check it out.
Yeah, and we're giving you like the sneak behind the scenes because we stopped here on the way down to Florida, so they got a couple more weeks. It is not going to be painted because they had to make choices regarding the solar system they're putting in, which is ridiculous. So we won't see the finished product till later on, but just looking at it, it's going to be nuts. I think it's 53 feet. You ready?
I am.
Let's jump inside. We haven't looked inside yet. It's kind of been a surprise for us.
Propane for the gas stove. They just wanted a 20-pound deal.
Okay, Greg, show us everything that's on the outside before we go in.
Okay.
That's unique and going to be different.
So here you can see a little bit. We've got one of the stainless steel fresh tanks, stainless steel black. There's a stainless steel gray up in the main rails.
Why stainless steel? Why did they do stainless steel?
So just longevity, and then if you treat it right, basically it'll last forever. It'll even outlast the iron on the chassis.
So that's just protective coating then? That's
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So we've got our main rails behind this door. You can see back there, that's the AquaHot system, which is the tankless hot water. Okay, this is where the Volta system will go. So if we can get down under here. So we'll have 4 Volta battery packs that are 27 kilowatt hours each. So that equates to 108 kilowatt hours. And then if you look here, we have an air conditioning unit. You'll have to come up underneath. There's an air conditioning unit for the battery system, so we can
oh my goodness,
cool the batteries while they're in here, or heat in the wintertime if we need to.
Yeah, because if you're doing lithium, you have to have them temperature controlled, otherwise they don't work to their optimum temperature.
Correct.
So this is all going to be, with that split system, you're able to heat and cool these types of areas as well.
Correct. And
then down there you have the water filtration system.
Yep.
That they have installed automatically, and then your stainless tanks go into those, and there's one outlet that's out, right, for your black and your gray?
There's one up there, and there's going to be one back here for the kitchen galley. You can see it there.
Okay.
Got above you, there's one of the holding tanks that we saw in that CAD drawing.
Okay.
So there's one there, there's one over there, and then there's one up here too.
Wait a second. I am seeing something that most people wouldn't think of. He has an EMP detector.
Yes.
So he's worried about electromagnetic pulses? Like, so if something happened like a solar flare that hit, this unit would not be affected by a solar flare. I didn't think of that. When did he? I don't think I've ever seen. Have you installed these before?
No, this would be the first one.
And I noticed it because I've looked at EMPs. I know it sounds really weird and doomsday type thing, but I've looked at them because being on the road, you start thinking of different things. That's pretty impressive. That's something different.
Yep, it's one of those deals where the customer said, "Oh, this is what I want," and we figured out how to integrate it.
Brilliant.
We're also putting the protein fire suppression system in here, so it's going to be here above the batteries.
Oh, wow.
It's all heat related, so if you'll have to look that up, protein. Once it hits, it just instantaneously puts the fire out.
So with the lithium batteries and how much he's having, that is a huge concern, because you can put off some heat if something happened.
Yeah, if something happened.
If he was hitting the side, or if he was like there was a wreck, or if there's something.
Volta systems have their own safety built into them, into their. It's literally a black box, so they have.
This is just peace of mind.
Correct. And then we're also doing it for the electrical bay on the other side.
Oh my goodness. What do we have here for your system on? Did he do anything? Oh, those are airbags.
Yep, so that's standard on the semis, air ride.
Oh, wow.
So that really changes the actual ride itself. It's last year on the show trailer that we took down to Tampa.
Yeah.
We forgot a bottle of Pledge, so I went out to the trailer right before it left with the guys picking it up, set a bottle of Pledge inside the entry door, and the guys were like, "No way." We got down to Tampa and the guy's unhooked and he's like, "I gotta know." So we opened the door and that Pledge bottle was sitting right there. He's like, "You gotta be kidding me."
Wow.
So yeah, that's standard on our semis, 22.5 tires, 22,000 pound axles, with the air ride. And this has a disc over here, so it's a little bit more stopping power.
What's going to be the total weight on the trailer, do you know, off the top of your head? I know you do a final weigh when you're completely finished.
We're trying to keep the total weight under 80,000 pounds, and the semi's around 22. So we're trying to keep it right around 55 is where we're trying to hit.
Okay.
So here you can see solar panels again. So yeah, this one will basically come out all the way to this edge. So
how much solar is on here?
It's going to be 10,000 watts.
10,000 watts of solar.
So about 42 inches. So that bottom one will come out to about right here.
So it almost like you have your own awning.
Yeah.
On just solar. 10,000 watts of solar. That is just like, I can't even think of that.
Basically, it's going to be a 5,000 watt system. But since it's doubled, you double that to 10,000.
Because
that's how we're getting to it.
The back one slides straight out the back then? I think I'm in shock. Like, that's incredible. Now, something that's different with Spacecraft, a lot of people don't talk about and they don't give a lot of credit, is your roof. Your roof is a complete solid.
It's a molded fiberglass roof.
And it's lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty.
What about hail, things like that? How bad would hail have to be?
We've had customers that were in baseball size hail, and it took out the roof vents for like the bathroom and stuff, but the roof wasn't damaged. So it's at least withstood baseball size hail.
So what he has in between these, so you understand what this is a mini split unit. So that's the mini split, right?
Yep. So this is the indoor unit.
Okay.
The outdoor unit is in the basement, and that's where the compressor is, and that's where the Freon gets exchanged. And then all of that comes up to this unit, and this then blows into and this is going to be the garage and the master bedroom.
Okay. So what is the height? That looks like maybe 5.5 inches?
It's about 6.
6 inches on the height?
Just over 6.
Yep, 6.5. So you're still gonna, with all of this up here still, you're still gonna be under that 13.6, because that's the cap that you can be. You can't be any taller, really. Well, you could, but that would be very dangerous.
Yep.
And then they're all mounted through. Goodness sakes. Quite the setup. You guys are gonna be in for a treat when you get to Tampa.
Just a regular ramp door, and then it would come down, and then that would turn into a patio.
There's gonna be something really special on the show trailer, though, because you're going to show us inside.
Yep.
It's still got a garage, and I want you to know that, so when we go inside, you'll see it. So as far as like how far the wheels are from the back, it's a long ways. So what do you think the tail swing is going to be on that? It's going to be a long way.
It'll move pretty good.
Because you had to move the axles forward on this one.
Our wheelbase is going to be usually somewhere in here.
Yeah. Now, there's good and bad with this. By moving the wheels forward, when he's in like an RV space, for him to maneuver around a park, since they're moved forward, it's going to make it easier for him to go since he's so long. The downside to that is going to be the excessive tail swing in the back. He's got fire truck lights down here, so when he's looking back, he can check it. In our situation, we always have Sheila out watching the back, because that's the last thing you want.
Where the batteries will go, under here. So this is the other side. We've got the galley tank for the kitchen right here, another stainless steel. We've got the electrical bay. So you can see where the...
you hardwired in a watchdog already?
Yep. So surge protector, transfer switch, and then we have the electrical panel for all the breakers.
So how many amps does this have then?
It's built for 50. That's our standard.
Okay.
It's going to have more than that, and the way that we get to that is we're going to have two 5,000 volt inverters, so we'll be able to go up to 10,000 watts off the batteries, and then we'll have another protein system in here to protect this electrical bay from fire.
What is this?
It's an extra water filter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a micro water filter that will filter everything coming in. And then there's additional water softener and water filters inside.
So that's additional water? Oh, wow.
Yep. And we've got our electric water reel and then our electrical reel that goes out. And then the mini split system for the outdoor unit. So the flashing light is, I think it's called 𝗓𝗏. And it basically, that flashing light gives the perception of movement to any animals, and they won't come in the trailer.
Stainless steel tanks, pest control system, EMP, 2 water filters, one's microbial. I think I'm 10,000 watts of solar. That's a lot. What's he have for gray tanks?
So the freshwater tanks are about 400 gallons, and then the black, gray, and galley altogether are another 400 gallons.
That is like he could literally be living off grid for weeks.
Yes. The goal is to up to a month.
With that much solar, there is no generator on this.
Correct.
Okay.
There's an AP unit on the semi that would be able to help get the batteries going, but it's mostly built for straight solar, and then there's an alternator off the semi as well that would power it going down the road.
because there's so much lithium batteries that even if it was dark for like a week, he'd still have plenty of solar. So he's not even depending on if there's sunlight for a while.
Yes, finally.
Is this going to be interesting?
I'm excited. This is 53 feet. But what's interesting is their bedroom, like they've got to have a lot of living space if their bedroom's in the back. Not a garage.
2-bedroom.
Can you imagine if we didn't have to have a garage?
Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable, that's my word.
Well, I'm just excited
Go ahead.
to see what this looks like.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at this meticulous detail. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's all you get is meticulous detail. Okay.
That's unique. Not
What?
seen that before.
What was the choice?
Look
Oh,
at that.
you like the modern,
Yes.
that modern look. I love this tile. That's different.
And it has the same floor that you liked on the show trailer last year, that pebble.
Okay.
That'll be
On the
good.
bottom. And I kind of like this. Oh, no, that is the, look at this. That's the washer and dryer, full-size Samsung.
Does it make you
Whoa.
excited enough that you would do the laundry?
No, I'd never do the laundry. But this is really neat. You got some work to do before you get to the Tampa show.
I'm excited to see it once it gets to Tampa show and all the things are done. It's 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, those are smoke doors. I like that for the shower.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nice.
So
Little
here's the TV. They're doing the dry fit for the wood top. And here's where we talked about for the shoes. So we'll pull out these
Oh, yeah.
to store shoes in there.
That's a
Since
great
it's a little
idea.
bit more shallow.
Yep.
Where's it?
Starlink that will be up on the. It'll be one of the in-motion Starlinks up on the roof.
So that's new.
Yep. So they'll be able to have Wi-Fi driving down the road.
King size bed? Queen.
That's a queen. I like the colored boxes around the.
We've had customers do a couple of different things. One would be to tie into the rest of the cabinetry.
Yep.
Or we try to match the ceiling color so it kind of disappears.
Yep. Kind of gives
Those are the typical two paths that we go in. So we've got a dishwasher here.
Here?
No, yep.
So another full size.
And then you can barely see it here. This is one of the fridges that has the screen on it. So it's one of the Samsung.
Just in case you're at a catch-up, you can see a picture of it.
You can see in there. I love the owner's choice in this farmhouse sink, though. That's
It's
pretty cool.
So what's this down here? What's that?
reverse osmosis filter, I believe.
Are you kidding? Reverse osmosis too?
So
This is their
that's what
home.
will go right
This
here.
is somebody's home.
A little bit different take on the waterfall. They got the toe kicks in it. That's actually looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah.
And then this is just slide out. They're
Yep.
working over
So
here.
basically twin pull-out beds
Right.
that will deploy and basically touch in the center.
For kids.
Yep.
Or for family when they come.
Kids, guests, etc. We have the table that gets installed there yet.
There's a trash compactor? No. How's that camera going? Sheila, you using that a lot?
Oh, sorry.
Got a trash compactor. Sheila's over here doing a great job giving you all the details with her camera.
I'm just in the moment of
You are.
looking at
She
all
is-
the things. Like those are pretty cool.
She is in the moment.
Yes.
Pendant lights.
This is going to be really fun to share. Okay, what's
excited.
going on back here? This is going to be fun.
I think 65-inch TV and a fireplace. So then one of the things that make this special, you mentioned that it's a garage.
Right.
It was built for a CX-40 SUV, which is Volvo's new one that's coming out. It hasn't even been built yet, so we went off the specs. But what happens is, you can see right here where
Yeah.
the floor transitions from tile to a vinyl plank floor, Cali bamboo.
Right.
There's that threshold right there. That whole floor will rise up.
No.
So the car will park underneath it, and then when you're ready to deploy, you back the car out, and then the whole floor goes down.
Are you kidding me? Did you hear that?
I did.
So you're saying...
The floor from here
Yes.
all the way to the bed and the nightstands are also on the floor. Everything goes up. So basically, the top of this dresser will come up and almost touch the mini split.
Have you ever done anything like this
Yep.
before?
Yep.
So there's a cable. Okay, so here's your system. This is it's like a car system almost, like
Yep.
you'd see in a garage.
Yep.
So what do you have underneath this? And is it like the normal floor you'd have for a garage where it's like diamond plated or not?
It's a rubber coin floor.
Okay.
Well, it makes sense. I can't figure out why there was two doors, but that's how they're going to get out of the, like.
They're basically building it so that they're going to have kind of a patio concept out
Okay.
there, an awning that has a screened-in porch, so they can get to it there from the front, one on each side. This would be how you would get out when you park the vehicle in the garage.
Yep.
There's actually a desk that was out there, so that desk will go right here, and then it will roll against this, and
To go up.
then it will go up.
Which way are you going to have it at the show? Is it a garage or is it a bedroom?
We'll have it as the bedroom. We're trying to figure out exactly how we want to do it.
Yeah.
Right now, we're thinking about we're going to have open house from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then from 3 to 6 it'll be by appointment only.
Right.
We're thinking about that 3 o'clock time. We're going to do a demonstration every day to show people it going up and down. So at least once a day, we'll show it go up and back down.
So how do they make an appointment if they wanted to be a part of that?
There's a link on the website. We're going to do something on our Facebook page. There's going to be QR codes at the show.
Okay.
A lot of different ways that they can, and we've already got, I think half the slots are already filled.
Yeah.
In this cabinet where they have their clothes and stuff, there's a button. That's a TV. So the TV comes up out of here so you can watch TV in bed.
It's a lift on a lift.
Yeah, it's a... This is like Cat in a Hat.
Yep.
It's like Dr. Seuss. We have a lift on a lift. What are you doing then for the back here where the garage is? Sometimes you want to have like a headboard and something that's on the back because right now we just have a ramp.
So The way that we're going to handle it is there will be columns that go over these,
Right.
And it will look like it's supposed to be here. So you really won't even be able to tell that there's a lift system in here. The threshold will be covered with a cap, and then there will be a headboard. We haven't figured it out completely yet, but they want to do the padded headboard, so like the horizontal pads that go on there. We're either going to do it in 1 or 2 pieces, and it will also be magnetic. So it will the headboard will be held up, and it won't even you won't even be able to tell that there's a ramp there.
I'm looking forward to going to the Tampa show just to see this thing complete. I'll have to do a whole nother video just to see it done.
Yep.
But it's kind of cool to see behind the scenes, like, you know, before it's completed, to see what the process. How long was the process to build this?
This one's probably going to take close to 16 weeks because of the solar and some of the fabrication, doing stuff that we've never done before. That always adds a little bit of time, but it's fun for the team.
Yeah. I don't know if it's fun. I just heard him over there just get a little upset.
There's a learning curve and aggravation, but in the end, they're always proud of their work.
Yes.
Of course. I mean, this is insane. Like, this should be the talk of the show.
I think it will be. I think it will be the talk of the show.
Show trailer for this year. So this is what it ends out that eventually.
It's amazing.
Of course, you could take it a step further, but at that point, it's an art project at that point instead of functional. So whenever this is how it would be if you were just living in it. And then whenever we put the car in, this comes up to some point, and
How
then
long is this show trailer?
54, I think.
Really?
and then essentially
Wow, that
your
goes way up
do I
there.
still have so the car essentially drives on these rails right here
Oh, well.
and sits in there. So it's not straight when it's in. The car is raked forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's as best we could do to get it to fit with.
And then you can see the holding tanks too.
Yep.
Yep. So this is all the other stuff you got to think about fitting in there.
So this has 4-volt battery packs. Then the teal colors are the freshwater tanks, and then there's a custom black tank, custom gray tank, which is the purple, and then there's a custom galley too, that blue.
There's
the
also
driver's
one
side.
over here. Yep.
And then there's actually another tank that sits under the gray tank, another freshwater tank right here that will sit on the possum belly floor.
Now that was incredible. Behind us is a 57-foot RV that was created probably 8 to 10 years ago for someone. And they have it here doing remodeling stuff on it, which is actually pretty neat.
I think what I loved about the show trailer is it just shows you all the options. I mean, you can pretty much, if you can think it, they'll figure out a way to help you make it happen.
We've seen now probably 3 of their different RVs that they've created. They're, can't even call it an RV, luxury homes on wheels.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that show trailer has, with all of the solar and the EMP protection and 10,000 watts of solar, like you can't even wrap your head around it. So the big dreams, and we hope that you like that.
And they're putting a whole full-size vehicle in the back.
Here's a question. Let's end this video on this. Leave a comment down below that if you could create the most awesome, epic fifth wheel type thing, this is 57 feet, what would you put in it that would be unique and different?
Well,
that was a great comment.
that's
Like,
a
I
good
would love
question.
to see, they've done some of these for sheiks overseas that had like telescopes that went up and had like heat radar that went around so they could see people in the distance, and opaque windows that would be electric that would turn on and off. I mean, what would you do? Like, what outlandish dream would you use to put in one of these? Because Sheila's got some ideas.
Nothing like that. I mean, that's out there. But I'm excited for you guys to be able to come out to the Tampa RV show. We're on our way down there, but come out, stop by Spacecraft, tell them Switch It Up sent you, and check out that rig.
And try to see if you can schedule an appointment. I guess the owner will be there and he'll be doing some live demonstrations.
You can
the
schedule an
different
appointment from 3 to 6, but otherwise from 9 to 3 you can just stop by.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah, you can just stop by and see it, like just in a tour.
It won't be completely painted. but everything else should be done. So
Yep.
it's going to be a lot of fun to go
We've got
see.
some work to do.
Hope you enjoyed today's video, and we look forward to seeing you down the road. With all that being said,
I think